So good morning students, welcome to today's class. So today students, today we will continue with exercise 6.2. Okay, let us continue with exercise 6.2. So students, so many more things, okay, many more things related to triangles and related to the use of triangles, use of the concept of similarity in different areas. We will discuss many more things in the upcoming classes because triangles is a very big chapter, okay. But today let us continue with exercise 6.2. okay. So 6.2 we'll start today. Exercise 6.2. 6.2. So number one, you see, number one. So one triangle is given here like this. One triangle is given. One triangle is given ABC. One triangle is given ABC. And in this triangle, DE is parallel to BC. Okay, this line DE is parallel to BC. And AD is given to you. AD is given to you. DB is given to you. A is given to you. Only you need to find out. You need to find out EC. Okay, you need to find out EC. So given in triangle ABC, students, DE is parallel to BC. Okay, D is parallel. Whatever the things are given to you. Okay, whatever is given. AD is equal to 1.5 centimeter. DB is equal to 3 centimeter. This is 3. Okay, this is 3 centimeter and this is 1.5 centimeter and this is 1 centimeter. Okay, AD is 1.5, DB is 3, AE is equal to 1 centimeter. We have to find out, EC. Okay, we need to find out EC, students. So in triangle ABC, since BE is parallel to BC, therefore by Thales theorem, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. What is the value of AD, students? 1.5 centimeter. And DB means 3 centimeter. And AE is 1 centimeter. EC we need. Okay, we need to find out EC. So okay, so see students, very easy sum, very easy. Okay, so in triangle ABC, students, ABC is a triangle. Okay, it is given in the diagram only. This sort of triangle it is. DE is parallel to BC. It is given in the question. Okay, so two questions are there. Both the questions In both the questions only DE is parallel to BC. See here carefully. DE is parallel to BC and AD is given 1.5, DB is given 3, AE is given 1 centimeter. You have to find out EC. Okay. So in triangle ABC, since DE is parallel to BC, since DE, see here, since DE is parallel to BC, therefore by Thales theorem, what do we get? AD by DB. See carefully. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Okay. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. What is the value of AD, students? What is the value of AD? See here. What is the value of AD? 1.5 right here. What is the value of DB? 3. And AE means what? AE means 1. Put here 1 and EC. So theorem 6.1. Do you remember theorem 6.1? Do you remember, all of you, do you remember theorem 6.1? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That means if a triangle ABC is there and if DE, if this line, see carefully, if a triangle ABC is there, if this line DE is parallel to BC, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That means AD by DB will become equal to AE by EC. Do you remember theorem 6.1? So if DE is parallel to BC, then what will happen? AD, according to which theorem? Theorem 6.1. That is the Thales theorem, isn't it? That was the Thales theorem. So Thales theorem says that if a line is drawn such that it is parallel to one side of the triangle, that means if DE is parallel to BC, okay, then the other two sides will be divided in the same ratio. That means AD by DB will become equal to AE by EC. So AD value I put 1.5, DB is what? 3, AE is what? 1, and below AC is there. Above this point is there, I am removing the point, below 1, 0 I will get. With 15 you cancel 30, how many times? 15 I have cancelled with 15 1 times, 15 I have cancelled 30 2 times. So then I am cross multiplying. 2 into 1 will become 2 and EC into 1 will become EC. Therefore EC is equal to what? 2 centimeter. Is it okay? So next, friends, let us see number 2. E and F are points on the sides. E and F are points on the sides PQ and PR respectively of a triangle PQR. For each of the following cases, state whether EF is parallel to QR. Now we have to check. We have to check whether EF is parallel to QR. Okay, let us see. Let us see, students. Number 1. Okay. So one triangle is there. One triangle is the PQR. Any triangle. Okay. So one triangle is the PQR. So now you see P and F are the points on the sides PQ and PR. E and F. Okay, now given in triangle PQR, E and F are two points on the sides PQ and PR respectively. Okay, now PE is given 3.9. I am doing number 1. Okay, P is given 3.9 centimeter. PQ is given 3 centimeter. PF is given 3.6 centimeter. And FR is given 2.4 centimeter. Okay, so now we have to state whether EF is parallel to QR. That means we have to find out whether EF is parallel to QR. So let us see, students. Let us see. So now first we will find out P by Q. PE by EQ. Let us find out PE by EQ. PE is 3.9 centimeter. PE is 3.9 centimeter and EQ is what? 3 centimeter, isn't it? So I not write here centimeter, okay? I not write here centimeter and centimeter. Even if I don't write, no problem, because if you write here centimeter and here also centimeter, centimeters will be cancelled, isn't it? So in a fraction like this, if above and below the units are same, if you see that the units above and below are same, you may not write the units, okay? No problem. So 3.9 divided by 3, 3.9 divided by 3 will become 1.3, isn't it? Next you find out again, PF by FR. What is the value of PF, students? 3.6 centimeter again. And what is the value of FR? 2.4 centimeter. Say once again, I am saying even if I don't write these units, because the units will be ultimately cancelled, isn't it? So 36 by 24, 12 times 12. So since PE by EQ is not equal to PF by FR, therefore by the converse of Thales, theorem, EF is not parallel to QR. Okay, students. So very nice and very easy sum. Let us see. So one triangle is there PQR. Okay, one triangle is there PQR. PQR is a triangle. Okay, and E and F are 2 points. E is a point on PQ, students. E is a point on PQ. Okay, E is a point on PQ and F is a point on PR. See carefully. So E is a point on PQ. E is a point on PQ and F is a point on 2 points on the sides, PQ and PR. E is a point on PQ and F is a point on PR. So PE is given to us. PE is given in the question itself. It is given. Okay, PE is 3.9, EQ is 3, PF is 3.6, and FR is 2.4. So now we need to find out. We need to check if EF is parallel to QR. We just need to check if EF is parallel to QR. Okay. So now you see, students. So we will find out PE by EQ. Let us find out PE by EQ. PE by EQ we are finding out. Just find out the ratio. Okay. PE by EQ. So what is the value of PE? 3.9. What is the value of EQ? 3. 3.9 you divide by 3. What will become? What is the answer? 1.3. Okay. Again you find out PF by FR. PF by FR. PF by FR you find out. What is the value of PF, students? The value of PF is 3.6 put here. The value of FR is 2.4 put here. Centimeter cancel. Points you remove above and below. With 12 I am cancelling 2 times. With 12 I am cancelling 3 times. So 3 by 2 means what? 1.5. Now you see, students. Now you see PE by EQ and PF by FR are not equal, isn't it? Are they equal? PE by EQ. What is the value of PE by EQ? 1.3. PE by EQ's value is 1.3 and PF by FR's value is what? 1.5. So they are not equal, no? PE by EQ is 1.3. PF by FR is 1.5. So 1.3 and 1.5 are not equal, isn't it? So therefore PE by EQ is not equal to PF by FR. So what did the converse of the Thales theorem say? The converse of the Thales theorem said that if a line cuts the two sides in the same proportion, that means I am talking about theorem 6.2. Okay, I am talking about theorem 6.2. If a line divides n two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. Okay, then the line is parallel to the third side. That means if EF divides PQ and PR in the same ratio, that means if EF is this line segment I am talking about. If EF is drawn in such a way that if EF divides PQ and PR in the same ratio, that means if PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Understood? If PE by EQ, listen very carefully, okay? If PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR, okay? If PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR, then EF will be parallel to QR. But here we see that PE by EQ is not equal to PF by FR. Therefore, by the converse of this theorem, EF is not parallel to QR. That means EF will not be parallel to QR. Understood? If these two are equal, if these two in the other in the bit number 2, number 1 I did, in 2 and 3 you try. Okay, in 2 and 3 if you see that PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Okay, if you see that PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR, then the two lines EF and QR will be parallel. Okay, is it okay?